As we talk about the cold weather here, I want to bring in our Chris Mulcahy because we're seeing a certain type of snow today. It may not be the kind that you can make great snow, or what do you call it, snowman with.
Chris, there's a distinct difference between the snow we saw overnight here and the snow we got, say, 2 weeks ago on that Friday. They couldn't be more different.
No, completely opposite. And the main reason why is moisture content and the temperatures. Now, if you really spend time, you can compress it into a snowball, but all in all, this is that snow that you can almost blow off your car because it is so dry. So let's get to it. Whenever we talk about snow ratios, we're talking about 1 inch of liquid water. So you're talking about 1 inch of water in a beaker, in a glass, whatever it is. Now, if you put that in the atmosphere, eventually it's going to crystallize and turns to a snowflake. But it all depends on the temperature. Oftentimes above our heads, I'm talking about a couple miles, it's always snowing. Even the middle of the summertime, it starts to snow and then eventually quickly melts to rain. But then this time of year, it goes much further in the atmosphere. But sometimes when it's above freezing here at the surface, that snow actually partially melts. So that's more of a wet snow. That would be about 5 inches of snow from 1 inch of water. By the way, that's that back-breaking snow if you have to shovel it as well, but it's great for snowballs. Once you're just below freezing, about 30 degrees, that's a 10 to 1. That's the average. That's the typical snow that you have. Not as bad to shovel, and it's still wet enough that it's great for snowmen and also great for some quick snowballs. This is the real slushy snow. If you can pack that, it actually almost hurts when you throw it at people. But the dry snow, sometimes you can have up to a 20 to 30 to 1 ratio, and that's when temperatures are usually in the teens or colder. So a quick look at this, a 5 to 10 to 1 ratio, which is either temperatures above freezing to 30, that's the ideal, hey, we're going to make stuff out of snow weather and temperature range. Yesterday was around the 15 to 1, which is more of a dry snow, and snowboarders, skiers love that 20 to 30 range because at that point, that's that fresh powder or that champagne powder that you always see those videos where they're shredding and it's just going up in the air. That's that drier snow that you typically see. So what about yesterday? Yesterday, it snowed for about 3 hours here at Charlotte Douglas with temperatures about 22 to 25. So using our key that we just showed and also doing some math, it was about a 13 to 17 to 1 ratio. That means if we had an inch of moisture, we would have been talking about over a foot of that type of snow. Great to shovel, not great to drive in. The last snow, as we did mention this, for comparison, January 10th, a 5 to 10 to 1. So Ben, as you mentioned, that was that slushy snow. This one right here, you can almost blow it off your windshield.
So it really comes down to, do you want it to be easily removed from your windshield, or do you want it to be good for like snowball fights?
I don't know. That's why I like that 10 to 1. You know, you kind of get the best of both worlds.
I felt so spoiled this morning when it just blew right off my windshield and I started driving.